to bring you this 7.5 lap journey, due to go off at 10:35, which is right about now. As our competition director says, let's get the gentlemen underway. So this field of 11 off in the under 18 men's 3,000 metres.
And the starters are in station 1. So apologies for that. So Aidan Roberts, one to watch out here. He's had a very good start to his season. You see the taller figure there of Raman Naya. Also Caden Murray, Delberto sitting in beautifully. So it's Naya, Roberts, Delberto, Murray, McMinamy, big improver this season. And also Bunnage, saw his sister in the previous race. So Sam Bunnage out in the Mentone colours here. Fairly sedate start, Glenn.
Yeah, again, just letting people get into their rhythm. There was a little bit of an issue of who was going to lead in the first 50 to 100 metres, but out in front, Raymond Nair taking all of the running down the back straight, heading into the conclusions of the first lap of this 7.5 lap journey.
So they're right on 9-minute pace. So 72 opening lap. So Nair, it's a steady pace there. Nothing too slow. So that's why they've spread quite nicely, but it's a good bunch there, Glenn, at the moment, with Nair just controlling that pace. Roberts just now deciding to go slightly to the outside to be in more of a controlling position. Delberto is on the rails.
Yeah, everyone's looking very comfortable running within themselves, which is good to see. Nair just taking the lead. As we mentioned, it is tough to lead in these races. Roberts moving in. Delberto's tucked in third in this race, but second on the rail, so he's got to be careful he doesn't get boxed in if he's going to make a move a little later. He'd be one to watch in the closing stages. I do remember a couple of races last year. He's got a reasonably quick finish, but he needs to stay in touch. So I'm not going to call it early, but I'd be very interested to see how the young man from Frankston is in the back half of this race. As the pace turns into a bit of a pedestrian walk at the moment, I think Nair's looking for someone to take over.
Yeah, they have dropped pace now, so it's dropped to about a 75 on that lap.
And everyone's in touch, so the entire field.
Correct.
So everyone's looking very comfortable in this stage. This looks like it's being set up for a sprint in the last 600 metres. Yeah,
and you can just see Roberts there sitting in a good position. McMinamy's the one who's now getting a little bit impatient. As I said, big improver this season is Ethan McMinamy.
Yeah.
He's grown a few inches and he's got the legs now to really power himself well over these 3,000 metres. Delberto's just sitting in beautifully there at the moment, and Bunnage to the inside of him.
So
3:06 the opening K.
Yep.
So about 9:18 target pace, very comfortable for the majority of this field.
Now it is going to be interesting. We don't want to give too much away in our commentary in the venue, so we'll just head to live stream. So this pack, it is like up and down, up and down. You know, now the pace is on. It's that Roberts out in front, picking up the pace in the third lap of this race. Delberto moves into second. I mean, what are your thoughts so far? This stop-start lead pace, is it tactical?
It is tactical, and now you're seeing some of the main players coming to the fore. And we know that Roberts has had a great season. Probably his last race or two not as good as what they were here, how he was going early season. Delberto had a brilliant year last year and led through nicely. Then sort of hit a bit of a stale patch. Great to see him back up there and also controlling, or part of that controlled pace. Now Bunnage is into the third place, so probably no surprises there with that top three. Nair and McMinamy, it'll be interesting to see how they go. As usual with this age group, you know, the guys are going through growth spurts here, there and everywhere, and you can see some variance in pace.
So Roberts taking them through with 4 laps to go.
So a little bit of movement in the pack as we're starting to see a few just ease off the back, and really it looks like it might be a race in 6, possibly 7. So Roberts, Delberto, Bunnage, Nair, McMinamy, and then Hockley Salmon. They're the top 6.
So passing a bit of traffic in this 3K. Aidan Roberts has picked up the pace. D'Alberto is sitting nicely, so he's now got clear running, not boxed in. Naya's dropped back to fourth, probably conserving a little bit of energy. But, geez, this battle pack of 6 with 3 laps to go, it's going to be interesting to see who takes up the running in the back half of this race.
Yeah, so 3 out, and I think we're seeing some cracks starting to form here. Roberts is really starting to put the foot down and make them work hard. So D'Alberto's still sitting there nicely. Bunnage looking comfortable. Naya in that next position. Then a slight gap to McMenemy and Hockley Salmon.
Glenn to Craig, who are we waiting on? Right, here we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the next medal presentation will be for the girls under 16 3,000 metres. Could we have all of our medalists please down to the podium? So in third place and bronze medalist today in a time of 10 minutes 8.17, representing the Frankston Athletic Club, Jamie Lee Code. In second place and silver medalist in a time of 10.06.84, representing Athletics Chilwell, Megan Dixon. And in first place and gold medalist in a time of 9.50.22, representing Williamstown, Lucinda Rourke. Ladies and gentlemen, please acknowledge our medalists in the women's under 16 3,000 metre final.
So the race is really on. 6:01 through the 2K mark. They are winding up. That was a 2:55 last kilometre after a 3:06 opening. And the gaps are now really starting to take shape as Roberts, D'Alberto, Bunnage, they lead it. Naya just trying to hang on to the lead bunch. Gap then of 20 metres back to McMenemy and another 25 back to Hockley Salmon. So 600 out.
Get them ready, Craig. Here it comes. Next medal presentation will be for the girls under 15, 3,000 metres. In third place and bronze medalist in a time of 10.33.57, representing Yarra Rangers, Madeline Laven. In second place and silver medalist in a time of 9.59.47 from Mentone, Amy Bunnage. In first place and gold medalist today in a time of 9.50.93, representing Coburg, Neve Tabbett. Ladies and gentlemen, please congratulate our medalists in the women's under 15 3,000 metre final.
So into the last lap now of this men's under 18 3,000 metres, and what a race it is. We're seeing D'Alberto just going to the shoulder of Robertson challenging him. It looks like Bunnage can't match them. He'll be racing for third as Naya is about 20 metres back. It's Roberts, D'Alberto, 200 metres out, Glenn.
I love this. This is fantastic. I picked D'Alberto, but it's still a long way to go, Tim.
Yeah, you don't underestimate Roberts. He's got good speed over 1,500 metres, but has D'Alberto got the strength? He's sat in that beautiful box position all the way around, and D'Alberto goes into the home straight, but Roberts isn't done with yet.
It's still on, Tim. D'Alberto coming home the last 50, stretches out. But he'll take out the under-18 men's 3,000 metres. D'Alberto first, Aidan Roberts second. Well done to you, Aidan. Set the pace. Coming into third, Raymond Naya from South Melbourne. That's how they'll finish.
So, Glenn, I think you sort of picked that one, didn't you? You saw D'Alberto, you knew he was just sitting there quite comfortably, and yeah, you're quite impressed. That was a distance run, and I think you're quite impressed.
Yeah, look, he just looked really comfortable, and he set himself up. In the first couple of laps, I remember calling that he was actually boxed in, but yeah. I tell you, good running also too from Raymond Naya. I like an athlete that goes out and takes the pace. Aidan Roberts then took over with about 3 or 4 laps to go, and you talked before about Aidan Roberts and how gutsy he is, and you know,